Hi, welcome. I'm Marla. Thanks for joining today. We're here for gentle yoga. So we'll get started. It's a beautiful day today, so I decided to just bring my mat and myself outside. So we're going to actually get started on our backs today. So if you're not outside and it's not accessible to come onto your back on the floor, feel free to come onto a bed or a nice cushioned couch. So we're going to come to find ourselves on our backs. We're going to bend our knees and plant our feet. And we're going to take one hand to our low belly and one hand to our upper chest. And we're going to take 7 long, deep, full breaths in and out. So using the earth as a way to ground ourselves this morning right away. So sinking deeper and deeper into whatever's touching the earth, feet, low back, top of pelvis, shoulder blades, shoulders, back of head, back of arms. So start to really make the connection as if we're at the beach, as if we're sinking into the sand, creating a nice imprint of our boundaries. And start to close your eyes if that feels safe for you. And start to notice the quality of the breathing. So with our hands on us, it gives us an opportunity to really feel what's happening internally. So start to feel the rising and the falling of the body into the hands. Start to feel as we inhale, we get big and round and full. And when we exhale, we deepen our connection into the earth. So we feel more grounded, we feel more stable. Breathing in, filling up. We almost feel a lifting of our torso away from the earth. And as we exhale, we empty completely of breath. We draw our navel in and up at the very end of it to empty fully. Here's where we already start to strengthen our core just by breathing. So inhale, take in as much as you can. And exhale, empty completely. And you can either continue to breathe on your own now. You can either have your mouth open or closed. Closed, you'll feel a little more power and a little more strength internally as you push the air in and push the air out. So let's take 3 more deeper, fuller breaths, just letting one breath just roll into the next, just like the experience at the ocean, the waviness of the water, the crashing of the waves. We feel how that energy and that steadiness helps to quiet and center the mind and the nervous system. One more deeper, fuller breath in. And let's exhale from our mouth, a gentle breeze. And let's take 2 more, exhaling deeply from the mouth, HA, to really let go and eliminate anything that we're holding on to internally. So full breath in. And exhale, HA. And full breath in. And HA, ha. And let's take a moment to pause in this new space, having stripped away layers already of tension and tightness. From 2 minutes of conscious breathing, we already feel calmer and more centered. So let's share some of the energy that we've already created. Let's bring our bottom hand to our top hand. Let the hands just penetrate deep into the heart space. And take a deep breath in, taking in strength, light, joy, compassion, kindness, peace, and exhale to share. From here, layering our movement onto our breath practice. So let's draw very slowly and carefully the right knee into the chest. And let's start to extend that leg up towards the ceiling. So hands behind the thighs. If you have a strap or a tie, you can use that as an assist. So make sure that the back of your head, the back of your shoulders and shoulder blades are deeply grounded here. If you want to lengthen your left leg long, you can if that feels available for you. And let's take some circles. So it's really important to feel the legs above the heart and over the head. It changes our perspective, our awareness, and it gives our legs and feet a break. It changes our whole flow of blood back to the heart. So it's really powerful. It's really invigorating. And at the same time, it helps to release any excess anxiety or stress that we're dealing with internally. So let's start to take the circles in the opposite direction and checking in with the mind. As much as we can, we want to stay focused on the breathing and the breathing pattern. Notice how we're feeling with this steady breath. Let's take 2 more cycles here. And noticing the ankle, notice the foot, really get into the soles and the toes. And let's reach the arms all the way up, keeping the leg lifted. Let's rebend the left knee. And let's gently float that long leg all the way so that the 2 knees meet. And let's inhale, power up, lift the sole towards the sky or the ceiling. And exhale, lower so the knees are level. Good, breathing in, lifting. And exhale, lowering so they're knee level. Hold here. You can keep your arms as they are, or you can now lift your arms, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky or the ceiling. Working and introducing ourselves to the core, from the neck to the knees. So feel all that line of energy working together to support the arms and leg lifting. And let's breathe in. Let's start to lower the leg a little bit and reach the arms behind us. So deepening it. Inhale. Let's take the legs and the arms up. And now reversing our breath. Exhale, lower slowly down. A quarter way, a halfway, or further. Breathing in, take it up. Exhale, start to lower and extend. Beautiful. 2 more like this. So really staying conscious, staying aware, and most important is staying present. And let's start to lower the legs and the arm all the way down. Pausing. Notice the energy. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Let's bend the right knee now, plant that foot, and we're going to draw the left knee into the chest. Say hello to this hip and low back, and then start to extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Feel free to use your tie or your belt if you need extra support. And stay here with the hands behind the thigh with the right knee bending, or lengthen that leg long. Notice how this side feels, so we're always checking in with the 2 sides of our bodies. Left side, right side, front side, back side. And start your circles at the ankles. So noticing the quality of the circles here. Notice how the hamstring and low back feel here on this side. And make sure you have softness in your knee if you need a little backing away. And let's start to circle opposite. Notice the ankle, range of motion. And we need our ankles so desperately. They help us stand better, balance better, our ankles and hips. are deeply linked to protect our knee. So let's take 2 more circles here. And now we're going to rebend the right knee. We're going to reach our arms all the way back behind. So let's really integrate our navel into our center. So drawing the navel in and up. And from that space, we're going to take a full breath in and exhale nice and slowly. We're going to lower the legs so it's knee level. Breathing in, take it up. And exhale, lower down. Breathing in, take it up. So we're moving on our breath rhythm. So it's like a little magical dance. The breath guides us and the movement follows so that we get so much more from our yoga. But let's take 2 more. So never hurrying, taking our time, moving very, very consciously rather than mechanically. So we're going to lower the legs so it's knee level now. Make sure the belly's nice and integrated, and we're going to reach the arms away from the ground. So holding here, really feeling the work of our center from our neck to our knees. Full breath in, and we're consciously pressing the right foot into the earth. That also gives us a little more power. So moving on our breath from here, we're going to inhale, we're going to open our pose. So we're going to lengthen the legs and the arms away from each other. Breathing in, take it back, and play around with your breath. You can inhale or exhale as you open or close. It really depends on what feels best for you. So moving on your breath rhythm. Good. Keep it out of the low back. So the more we keep everything working together simultaneously, the less stress in the low back. Let's take 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. And nice and slowly, let's reach the arms back, the leg lowers slowly, consciously, with control. Lowering down, let's rebend both knees. Let's let the knees bump together. Splay the feet open. Let's take the hands and place them on the low belly for a moment of pausing here, integrating everything. Notice how you're feeling. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Full breath in. Deep breath out. One more like that. Full breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to wiggle the feet a little closer together. Separate the knees slightly so the knees and the feet are hip width apart. Arms wide or cactus arms. Full breath in. And as we exhale very consciously, we're going to lower the knees to the right. Viper pose. So from our center, so we're not going to let the legs fling up or down. We're moving very, very consciously and carefully so that we really can get the most from our pose. So we breathe into center, the belly stays firm, and the belly stays equally as firm as we lower to the other side. Exhale. Good. So nice and slowly inhale your way. If you want to add the neck, you can turn your head and neck away from the knees. So we feel this amazing unraveling and unspiraling through the whole length of the spine, from the base of the neck all the way to the tailbone. And notice if there's any clenching or gripping anywhere as you move through your poses. See where you can let go and free up some space. Breathing in center, breathing out. And just taking a few more cycles, so we're really highlighting the space opening across the outer hips, across our low back. And the wonderful thing is, as we're stretching, we're strengthening at the same time. We're keeping our core so integrated, so we're moving from a very safe and healthy place. Let's take two more each way. No hurrying through it, but staying very conscious, very present with the breath. Notice what's opening and freeing up. I know I'm feeling a tremendous shift in my low back space. And this is our last cycle, breathing in center, breathing out, and breathing into center, and breathing out. So we're going to arrive on one side, and we're going to just pause and hold here 5 deep breaths. So letting the legs soften. Take time here to set up your pose. Let the weight of your legs open the space across your back, through your side body, through your chest and shoulder. Full breath in and deep breath out. So only going as far as your body allows. And that's really important. Really checking in, making sure our internal barometer stays nice and even, nice and centered. So whenever we feel an escalation, whenever we feel panic rising, we need to dial back and reconnect to the rhythm and the steadiness of the breath. That always calms us down. That's always our go-to tool. So breathing in back to center. And now exhale to the other side. And notice right away how this side feels in your body. Notice what you're experiencing. Settle in. Feel the weight of your legs taking you deeper. Feel the belly lifting and opening as the breath enters. Feel the space across your collarbones broadening you, extending across your wingspan. So we're opening deeply and highlighting our respiratory system, clearing out our lungs of any old stuff, and just taking one more deeper, fuller breath here, softening our expression. Full inhale and exhale completely. And we're going to rotate all the way to the side that our legs are on. We're going to come right into a fetal position. And taking time here, 3 long, deep, full breaths. And nice and slowly, very mindfully, let's start to press our way all the way through side sitting and all the way up into a seated position, whatever seat goes. So feel free to sit, cross legs, soles together, long legs, whatever works for you, and sitting up nice and tall, and closing our eyes here, doing a little bit of a check-in in our seat. If you need to roll up the edge of your mat or sit up on a little lift here, taking time for that. So making sure that ears, shoulders, and hips are nicely aligned. So find that and feel that. And let's breathe in. Let's reach our arms all the way up in a nice big circle, or whatever's available in the shoulders. Exhale, a nice big circle, and maybe the gaze comes down. Breathing in, reach up, stretch. Maybe the gaze lifts. And exhale, pulling down through center. Breathing in, reach up. And exhale, eliminating. Good. 2 more like that. Breathing in, reach up, stretch. And we're always noticing the quality of our movement. Is it full? Is it limited? And there's never a judgment about anything. It's just bringing us to our highest awareness of what's happening internally, externally, within our structure. Drop the left arm down and let's reach up and over into a nice gentle lean. Full breath in. Full breath out. So we're really highlighting the opening of the torso and the grounding of our seat so that we can free up our shoulder, our arm, breathing in, breathing out. And maybe the gaze is out or the gaze is down for these last two. Notice what the neck needs. Full breath in, full breath out. And nice and slowly now, inhale, we come right back to center. And we're gonna twist now to the right. So twisting deeply. So twisting is all about letting go of anything that's going on internally through our gut space. So taking the time to ground through the seat, and we're spinning and rotating right from the place around our navel center and below the rib cage. We're opening deep and wide across our chest and our heart, and we're gazing out. Eyes are open or closed. Full breath in, full breath out. And now let's take that back arm. We're going to reach it up and around. In option 1 is a hug. Option 2 is an eagle wrap. So this is a little bit deeper. So take the variation that works for you. I'll demonstrate the hug and feel free to do what feels right. Wherever you are, we're softening the shoulders, we're softening the chin, and we're letting, if you're in eagle wrap, we're working to move the hands and palms away from the skull. So we're going to really free up the space between the shoulders, right around the back of the heart. Let's take 2 more breaths here, wherever you are, whatever variation you're working into. And nice and slowly breathing in, reach up, stretch. And as we exhale, swimming the arms all the way back behind. We're gonna unweight, we're gonna press through the heels, we're gonna reach the arms out, and we're gonna tip back right into our boat pose. So feeling the heart lifting, feeling the heels pressing. So there's a lot of variations here. So here's option 1, or here's option 1. You don't have to lift the arms. If you're here and you're good and you want more, you can reach your arms on a big V or a Y. So that's going to require a little more from your center. Full breath in here. Full breath out. So really embracing the breath. The breath is our fuel, right? Like gasoline in the car. So one more breath here. Without it, it's just exercise, which is wonderful, but it's not yoga. So let's lower the arms slowly. Let's reverse our seat or change the seat, whatever works for you. So finding any seat, breathing in here, and exhale, pulling our navel in and up. We're gonna come and push back through the spine into a dog back or cow back. Breathing in, cat back, dog back here. Heart lifts. Exhale, coming into cat or cow. Good, breathing in. So if you have osteopenia or porosis, we don't want to round across the bra strap. We want to keep the rounding into our low back, towards our pelvis. Breathing in, the opening of our heart is full and rich, expansive. Exhale, finding our strength. Breathing in, fill up. And exhaling. So on your beautiful breath rhythm, it's like a moving meditation. So feeling the whole spine getting this nice big massage with the breath and the energy of your focus. Feeling the lungs fill, the heart wide. Feeling any excess stress or tension releasing from the low back, getting into each and every one of the vertebrae. Let's take 2 more cycles here, breathing in. Breathing out. Last one, breathing in. Exhale. Coming back to our center, we're going to breathe in and we're going to side bend to the right. I bet you thought I forgot all this. So setting up for the second side, extending into our side bend. Notice how it feels on this side. So really highlighting the opening of the side body. Opening through the armpit. This is where our lymph resides. That's our sewage. So the more we breathe, the more we receive. Full breath in. Full breath out. And taking 2 more breaths here. Gaze is down or out, whatever feels better for you. Breathing in and breathing out. And inhale nice and slowly and twisting now to the opposite side. So setting up, grounding deeply through our C and broadening fully across the chest and the heart. Really feeling that line. Crown is lifted, chin is level, so we're not jutting it forward or bringing it too close in. It's just right. I always love to use the Goldilocks story, right? It's just right. It's not to this, it's not to that. We're right in the middle where we should be. And now bringing that back arm all the way up, sweeping it all the way up and around, either into a wrap or eagle, which is a little bit deeper. So I'll demonstrate the wrap initially. So here we are, softening the shoulders, settling the chin, and we're really lengthening right through the spine. Good. If you're in an eagle wrap, we're working to move the hands away from the face, away from the crown. Feeling a different sensation, not only through the top of the shoulders, but across our blades. Full breath in and full breath out. And 3 more deeper breaths here, whatever variation you're in. Notice how you're feeling and staying nice and strong through your center, through your belly. Last breath in. Last breath out. And nice and slowly breathing in, reach up, stretch. Exhale, reaching our arms back and behind, unwinding the legs and setting up again for a variation of our boat pose. So heels in, you can begin here if this feels good for you. If you want to take it further, arms can reach. Arms can widen. You'll notice that that will also create more responsibility for your center here. Good. These tiny little shifts create very, very powerful things in the body. If you want to float the legs, that's also a little bit deeper variation for you. So you can be anywhere along this line. Good. Keeping yourself nice and centered with the breath, nice and strong. One more big breath here. And release the heels. Let's open the knees big and wide. Full breath in, leading with our heart. We're going to come forward, so any amount, it doesn't matter how far you go. Surrender the head, neck, and shoulders, releasing completely. And I love these forward folding. They're always designed for quieting, for bringing introspection, for really coming to a very still and quiet place internally. And I think during times of high stress, when we're feeling very challenged emotionally, it's very important to stay connected to these poses that help us get through the day and help us get through difficult moments when we're feeling panicked, when anxiety sets in, and we're feeling out of control. We come to our breathing, we come to our poses for steadiness, for safety, for security, for building inner strength. 3 more breaths. Staying with it as much as we can. Whenever the mind is distracted, we acknowledge that it's distracted, and then we come back to our focus. And nice and slowly from here, we're going to begin to peel the body all the way up, lifting the shoulders up, back, and exhale down. Take a nice full breath in and a deep breath out. And making our way to 4s from here. And option 1 is child's pose from your 4s. And option 2 is downward facing dog. So take the variation that feels best for you. Either more powerful or more peaceful today. What do I need? So checking in with that, take a nice deep long breath in and a deep long breath out. And from wherever you are, we'll take 7 long, deep, full breaths. You can also experiment with both of the poses if you want to do one and then the other. So really deepening the breath through the spine and side body. Feel the arms long. If you're in child's pose, you can have arms forward or arms behind you. They're designed to do different things, and you'll feel different experiences and sensations in your body. So let's take 2 more bigger breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. And exhale completely. And from wherever you are, we'll begin to walk ourselves forward, coming into a nice gentle forward fold. Easy knees, so we're nice and safe. And feel free to grab opposite elbows, ragdoll, or just hang heavy, whatever feels good for you. Draping the whole body over the legs, feeling nice and heavy. Feeling the traction through the spine, feeling the back of the legs opening deeper and deeper. And take 1 more breath here. And releasing our hands. And inhale, let's rise up, Ardha. Long spine, open chest, heart. Exhale, folding. Ground down, start to root through the feet to rise up slowly all the way up. And exhale the hands down, around, and to the heart. And let's take a moment here in standing, just reflecting on all those that we're here with and breathing with and sending light and energy to. Take a full breath in, reconnecting there, and a full breath out. And moving through some sun breaths. So taking them your way, I'm going to be folding all the way down, but feel free to only fold halfway or use supports if you need them today. So hands to the heart, checking in with our feet and our foundation, making sure we're feeling nice and stable and centered. And breathing in, reach up into that nice big circle, embracing your breath. And exhale, sending it out, sharing it. Inhale, Ardha is our strength, really connecting internally to the power of our center. And exhale, folding, releasing, we stretch and open. Grounding down, we rise up, reach. And exhale, hands down around and to the heart. Inhale, one continuous sun breath, just moving on. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, Ardha is our strength. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up, reach, inhale. And exhale, hands down, around, and to the heart. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen, inhale. We fold, exhale. Ground down, rise up, reach. And exhale, the hands down, around, and to the heart. Adding on, breathing in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Ardha. We're going to step our right leg back and behind, dropping the back heel, or the back heel can lift. We're going to take the hands to the hips, and nice and slowly, we're going to rise up, warrior one, or high lunge position. So as much as we can, our hips and shoulders are facing forward, as well as our knee and our toes. We're pressing equally into both legs. We can be here or we can be here. Arms can lift. Finding our strength here. Opening and filling into the chest and the heart. Full breath in. Full breath out. And two more from here. Full breath in. Full breath out. And one more. And taking our hands to our hips, we're going to step right into this front foot and find tree pose. So setting up, I'm going to do a low tree, so my toes are going to post, but feel free to take your tree higher. We're spinning that knee open, making our seal. Hands to hips, to heart, or branches reach all the way up, expressing our tree fully. Connect visually to something that's not moving, and find your breath. Connect to the breathing pattern. Steadiness helps focus our attention, helps clear our mind, helps us to balance easier. One more breath here. And spin that knee forward, back onto 2 feet, and folding forward. Exhale. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up, reach, inhale. And hands down, around, and to the heart, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, flow. Opposite leg steps back, left leg back, setting up either for the heel down or the heel is lifted. Hands on the hips, long spine guides us up. We're nice and strong coming up. And let's set up. Very important is our alignment. Our legs are both equally as strong. Shoulders, hips, knee, and toes are all facing forward. Hands can stay on the hips, or feel free to shine your heart more deeply, lifting the arms. Be mindful of any shoulder injuries. Full breath in. Full breath out. And one more bigger breath in, feeling your strength here. Start to take the hands to the hips. We're going to step that back foot in a little bit. We're giving that standing leg a nice heads up as we make our way into tree. Making our connection, our seal, heel into the inner leg. Hands in any position that supports your tree. Full breath in. Full breath out. Steady connected breath. Deep connected vision. Solid. We could stay stand here all day in balance. One more big breath. Releasing our hands, slowly spinning that knee forward, back onto 2 feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, finding our Ardha. And exhale, either downward facing dog again or child's pose. You choose your pose. We're going to take 7 long breaths here, really feeling your pose. If you're repeating your dog or repeating your child's pose, notice how it feels to repeat it. Full breath in, full breath out. One more deeper, fuller breath in. And we'll all make our way, child's pose. Long arms in front, arms behind. Whatever position works for you to settle in. Child's pose, very calming, quieting, and soothing for mind and nervous system. So starting to move towards our relaxation, beginning here by grounding our forehead deeply into the earth or whatever's beneath it. Starting to feel quieter and quieter internally as all of our systems start to relax. We're going to start to slither forward and make our way into our Shavasana from here. Finding our way either to our backs with long legs, arms down by your side, or feel free to take constructive rest with the knees coming towards each other, feet splay open. Or feel free to take any support that you need here so that you can relax completely. Closing our eyes and settling in here. Putting all the pieces of our puzzle together. Feeling the mind quiet, still. Feeling the body soft, relaxed, settled, and feeling the breath supporting all of it. A gentle breeze washing away any worries, washing away any anxieties or excess stress, helping us to feel completely at peace within our union. Breathing in, sealing that in.